All right, I'm with Solomon and Megan. This is a couple that we always see at Apex, and they're pretty popular in the Texas fitness industry. And I wanted to share their story. And so, your Instagram, Solomon, is
My Instagram is IG is boss underscore mentality underscore 318.
okay.
And mine is Megan underscore Latour.
Okay. And I know, Solomon, I don't know, did you compete?
Yeah, I competed
Okay.
2016
Okay.
in the John Sherman.
Okay, and then I know you recently competed in the figure.
The which one did I do?
Branch one.
Branch Warren,
Yeah.
July 2017, and then I did Nationals in Miami 2017.
Okay. And Solomon and Megan have a really inspiring story, so I'm gonna let him go ahead and share that with everybody.
All right, as y'all know, I'm Solomon, the hashtag One-Legged Savage. A previous competitor for NPC, did the John Sherman in 2016, placed first and third. Prior to that, I worked out daily all the time, 7 days a week, no days off, no rest. Came up in March of last year, had a super big motorcycle wreck for the positive side. I lost my right leg on the impact of the motorcycle hit. And since then it's just been an uphill grind and a climb to get back to the success level. A lot of people look at it as bad, but I look at it as good. And so I'm just here today to inspire anybody who I can that you can do whatever you want to as long as you put your mind to it.
Okay, so you had the wreck, and then I don't know if you were unconscious or anything like that, but you knew. They told you, okay, you lost your leg, and then how did you feel after that? Like, what was your first initial feeling?
My first initial feeling of the whole thing was so when I had the wreck.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah. When I had the wreck, I never passed out, never went unconscious, never. I felt everything, I saw everything. I mean, it was me. Didn't pass out, didn't miss anything. On the collision, it took my leg off on impact. So after the spinning and flipping and stopping and all that, I actually stood up to jump up to go find my motorcycle, and that's when I realized that I literally didn't have a leg. My mindset during the whole thing was, for like a split second, it was like, do I want to give up or do I want to keep going? I mean, that was the biggest battle. Laying on the ground was, do I want to get up or do I want to give up or keep going? I chose to keep going because, my story can be a light to somebody. A lot of people do look up to me in the fitness industry as far as like motivational stuff, daily drive, things like that. And so I just, plan on keeping that through people,
Do you ever have hard days or anything like that? Do you ever have to do anything to motivate yourself, or are you just naturally a positive person?
I'm naturally positive. I'm human, so of course I have up and down days, of course. But I try to outweigh the good with the bad for the most part, and that's something I'm personally working on right now. I got Megan helping me with that as well. A lot of people don't see the behind the scenes me. They see the out in public, at the gym and stuff like that. But to be honest with everybody, I get upset, I get attitudes, man. People don't understand waking up in the morning, getting out of the bed and realizing, what, man, it's about to be a year since my life has changed. People don't understand the struggle of getting out of the bed without a leg, riding around in a wheelchair all day long, people looking at you weird and different. It just depends on how you take this stuff. And I took it to, to feed myself as positive. I'm somebody unique, so, and that's coming to help from Megan too, helping me create somebody that's unique and to stand out in the world instead of be the same like everybody else that give up. So with that, I just try to every morning I wake up, I pray to myself. There's a lot of things I do in the morning to get my day going, but the biggest thing is pray and, man, just ask God to, keep myself, don't let me lose my mind, because Lord knows there's been some days I've been close to doing that. So,
for just in general, positive, not necessarily for your situation, but just do you have three things that you think people should draw from to inspire themselves and stay positive, like three major things that you could think of?
The number one thing is your why. Find your why. Find out why you want to do it. A lot of people can't understand what I want to do because they don't know me. A lot of people don't know my story, so a lot of people don't understand my why. So if you can find out your whys in life, that's the number one thing. A lot of people see you go through stuff, but they only hold you to the stuff you go through, but all that is for your whys. You don't give up for your whys. Another thing is your drive. You got to have a drive. You don't have a drive, you cannot be successful in any part of life. You got to have a drive and 100% domination on what you want to do, and a purpose. What's the purpose behind it all? Whys and purpose kind of go hand in hand, but those are my top 3 things, and I actually got them written down at home in my notes. My why, my drive, and my purpose. If I can, and my, I said the boss mentality. If I can put that and I can teach people how to have that, I mean, it's unstoppable.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
It sounds like it. I know I'm inspired. Okay, Megan, so you went with him through this whole thing, and also you just competed, so I mean, you have your own drive for your dreams as well. But how did
largely in part to this one.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
But I
they
told
always
her,
train together too.
I told her that if she don't compete after I had my rank,
yeah,
she was gonna get it.
Yeah. Oh shit. So when it all happened, or you know what, maybe like before that. I mean, y'all been together. I don't know how long y'all been together. How long have y'all been together?
About to be what, 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
2 years.
Okay, so it was a year
That's
when
the first time they heard that on camera.
Yep.
yeah.
You're
So,
welcome.
yeah, right. So it was a year that y'all had been together, right?
Man,
that's
roughly.
yeah. So
Right.
man, so that's
Right at a year.
relatively
Right at a year.
a short time. And like I had mentioned to y'all before the interview, I just, you know, you hear people say, you know, oh, I love you, you know what I'm saying, no matter what, I'm gonna be with you, you know, if we go through things together, you know, and you obviously have, you know, it's proof is in the pudding, you know what I mean, like you still, like, I just remember like seeing y'all, like y'all didn't miss a beat, you know what I mean. So I'm really curious to hear how this incident affected you and the type of person that you are.
Well, he has such a strong personality and persona that I kind of feed off him. So I think I'm pretty headstrong myself, but he helps a lot. It was actually him that got me back into the gym after his wreck. So we were at home eating pizza, hanging out, and he's like, come on, we're going to the gym. I was like, oh man, it had been like, what, 3 weeks that we had taken off the gym? Yeah, 3 weeks we had taken off the gym. He was out of the hospital 2 days. Yeah, 2 days, and we came up here. We came up here to Apex. So if it wasn't for his push and drive, I might still be sitting on the couch. So large in part to him.
Well, how did it affect you, like, emotionally, when everything happened? Were you devastated? Were you in shock? Like, how was it for you?
Yes, when I first found out, I was in shock. I expected because I got a call at like 1:30, I expected the cop to be like, oh, you got picked up for street racing. No, he was in a wreck. And it was like, oh gosh. And then he calls me after that, and 30 minutes later, and he's like, yeah, I lost a leg. I lost my right leg. Plain as day, like no worry, no nothing in his voice, just like no big deal. Wow. I was like, okay. And he's just so strong mindset that, like I said, I fed off that. Yeah. So yeah.
So he wasn't tripping, so you weren't tripping. Well, that's good. That's a really good example. So what about like day to day? Like, what's it like? You know, from then until like. I mean, it looks now like y'all got like down to a routine or something.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you were in the hospital 10 days?
Yeah.
I think day 5, he was standing up.
Okay.
Everybody, the staff, doctors, nurses, freaked out. Oh my God, they couldn't believe he stood up. You know, 5 days after losing his right leg, his arm is still not completely mobile. Okay. Or he doesn't have a full range of motion. But anyways, so it wasn't like he was able to hold his body weight up, you know, with his arms. It was really one leg, one arm. Yeah. So
wow, okay.
So anyways, but the first few weeks were a little difficult because again, arm was not very mobile and he was missing a leg. So I helped him with that, but other than that, he got around really well.
She helped me with a lot of stuff, a lot. Like that's real honesty. Like sometimes we don't get credit where credit is due, but I kid you not. The reason we came back to the gym is because of her. She got so much potential, but she hold it back, and that's what I like about it, because it's like she'll give you a taste of it every now and then. You know, never 100%, and she'll give you, oh, I can do this, blah blah blah. But her drive previous to my wreck is literally what kept me going. Actually, my first prep, I did a 20-week prep. She was there every single day, and I saw that you know, I mean, she'll give it all, you know, for the right person. You know what I'm saying? So. That pushed me through the hospital. She saw me break down in the hospital. She saw me break down after I got out. but her overall presence and appearance is like is so strong that it's either be a punk or grow up, one or the other. And that's basically what she told me.
How did that make you feel, like seeing that she was so dedicated to you, and she wasn't going nowhere, and you know have that what is it? I mean, besides love, like a loyalty, I guess you might say. But how did that make you feel?
Man, it made me feel like this, honestly. When I make it, and when I do make it, everything I own, her name will be on. I promise. That's no excuse. I don't care if we together or not. It's because of her that all of this is happening. So everything that's happening right now behind the scenes and everything that's gonna come to light, everything I own will have a name on it. Like that's hands down.
What she sounds like pretty humble. Like she just kind of like, it seems like she's not saying everything. But what would you say, like some of the things that, you know, maybe she helps you with or did help you with, or like, you know, I just imagine, like, I don't know, cooking for you, or I have no idea. Just I'm sure it's a struggle.
But
like,
I don't think cooking is.
Yes, it is. It's a big part. Let me tell you something. Because if you keep his tummy full, you're happy. But she helped me, honestly, man, with the food cooking and stuff like that, man. Sometimes she'll tease me a little bit. She'll like put the food over and be like, nope, use your right hand to get it. Use your right hand to get it. Okay. But the biggest thing that I saw her didn't give up on me is when I first got out, I was trying to take a shower for the first time, and I literally broke down.
Because you seem like an independent person.
Yeah. Prior to her, I was very independent.
Yeah.
But it was like, God, why did this happen to me? And I went to get in the shower, and I could not get in the shower the way I wanted to get in the shower.
Right.
I was so frustrated.
That's what I was like trying to find.
That
like,
she
that
came in and she rubbed my back first, and she told me it's gonna be okay. I couldn't even. Man, I broke down in tears. And
y'all about to make me cry.
She came in, and I was frustrated, and she was like, babe, just calm down. She was like, we got this. She started rubbing my back, and I'm just like this. Our person said, like, this is torture.
Yeah.
So she helped me get up. She got me in my wheelchair. She took me to her shower, and she literally, like, single-handedly, like, helped me get into the tub, helped me shower, got me out, helped me put lotion on. So ever since that, man,
Because he's a little bit of a girl.
I have 5 sisters.
That's what's up.
And she turned me into like a semi-diva, like a little bit of a diva.
Okay.
But she helped me, and that was I've never in my life had anybody to, for family and everything, man. I never
That
had
was the
nobody.
biggest thing.
Yeah,
it was so hard for him to let me help him.
Yeah.
So hard.
And it, even sometimes to this day, it's hard for me to like ask her some or stuff like that, just because I came from somewhere where I was like the top of the totem pole,
right.
You know, playing for the league and then coming down, and I never had to ask nobody for nothing because I always did it on my own.
Yeah.
But when you got somebody, and I think that's a big part of why the wreck happened too, as far as like helping me with fitness and stuff, because I was so Soloman dominant that it allowed me to let go and like see me shine through somebody else with their own mixture is like a blessing to me.
Yeah, that's that's really emotional, like, to go through, man. I understand, like, I can understand, like, someone who's been, you know, independent your whole life and take pride in that as part of your identity, and then have a moment where you're like, man, I need some fucking help, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you know? And then that helps you get back on your own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really great, man. Is there anything that y'all want to say, or as we wrap it up, like anything to people in a positive note, or maybe what are y'all doing? Yeah, she got me crying.
He's the one. I don't know. He's the motivational one. Okay. So let him.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you
something.
motivate people with your competition. You just did really well with your competition.
Yeah,
so.
I think there's a lot more people out there than I know of. So I had my first. He has it all the time. People come up and they're like, "Oh my God, you're so inspirational." People know who he is.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just. Nobody knows who I am. I had a lady come up to me and she was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
I did not know who she was. I had no idea. I was like, "You know who I am?" But anyway, so that was a humbling experience.
So any words of inspiration, or maybe what are y'all doing? You said like something about behind the scenes. I don't know.
I'm getting ready for another national show.
Okay.
So and then he's getting ready for.
I'm going to do the either. To be announced.
Yeah, TV.
Okay, but you'll be competing
I know what I'm gonna
year?
do, but I don't want to like get everybody amped up about
it. But you're gonna be competing this year? Or
Yeah, I
something
will
like
be
that?
competing
Okay.
this year. Behind the scenes with that, we're working on some motivational stuff and
Good.
some documentaries and things like that. My own
dope.
personal log and stuff like that. We're actually talking with some people right now about that. As far as motivation, motivation fades out, but to drive people, if you can just if you are in a relationship, y'all gotta feed off each other, like 50-50, 80-20, whatever the case may be.
Whatever percentage it is from day to day.
You
Yeah.
gotta take it as positive feedback to both of you guys. To any relationships out there, just keep working. A relationship that work out, that a couple that work out together, to me, is one of the strongest couple because you can feed off each other. As for single people going into the industry, just don't be scared. Just step out on faith. Find out where you stand at and just go and dominate it. Like, no days off. And my name on Instagram is Boss Mentality for a reason, because you gotta attack everything in life with a boss mentality. If you attack it with a manager's mentality, you'll never get anywhere. But the CEO of a company, whenever trials and tribulations come up, the CEO of a company, he would get down and help his people rise to success. And that's the biggest thing I want to do. If I can create a generation of people that will never give up, I mean, I've done it all.
That's what's up. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time. I know y'all gotta go or whatever, but I really wanted to share this with people because I hadn't seen anything and I didn't know anything, but I knew that it was going to be something that people can really appreciate. So I appreciate you taking the time.
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right. Thank you.
And thank you for coming. Let us, hit me up in here. You know what I'm saying?
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.